Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to a new episode thingy of my thoughts on video games that I've recently finished. This time we're going to talk about Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon, or Luigi's Mansion 2, which I'm going to refer it as because that's just easier. Okay, first I have to do some confession here. Confession time. I have never played Luigi's Mansion, the first game. I've seen a Let's Play of it, not Sugar Conroy's. I saw some German Let's Play of it. And, well, yeah, so I didn't really have any expectations. Which made this game blow my mind away even more. This is probably my favorite 3DS game and one of my favorite games of all time now, because I really liked it. I'm not quite done yet. I mean, I'm probably gonna go for 100% because this is one of those games where I really want to do that. So what do I like about Luigi's Mansion 2? Let's start with the more boring aspects. Well, not boring, they're still important, but they're the most boring to talk about or listen to somebody else talk about. Let's just get that out of the way first. The graphics. The graphics are good, really good for the most part. For the 3DS, and the 3D effect works well. It never gave me a headache, like in Layton 5, for example. It always worked well, and the graphics themselves were pretty good too. There are some parts of the game where the frame rate in the cutscenes, when there's too much going on at the same time, it goes to like 4 frames per second. I would have rather had some a little less, let's say, epic cutscenes, and for that I would have liked them to be a little smoother. But other than that, the graphics work in what they're supposed to do, what they're supposed to show. It all looks very appealing, the art style, everything. It just looks good. It really impressed me. So yeah. Now the music, of course. This is, in my opinion, the weakest part of the game. Don't get me wrong. The music itself is good. But I didn't like the whole Facebook. I didn't like the whole the whole thing where it's just one song that's remixed in every direction possible. Because I'd rather would have had some more songs, some more individual songs. I know it was like that in the first game too. I've done my research, not really, just someone told me that, but maybe I'm misinformed, I don't know. But I didn't really like that. But I really liked how the rooms where there are ghosts in, they had their own individual music, and there's like 10 ghost themes or something, and they're all different, and I like that. They all are pretty help the atmosphere of the dark rooms where there's ghosts. And yes, that's really I really like that, and I really like the 2 remixes of the main theme of the first game, which is Egad's theme, like when you talk to him in his laboratory. I don't know. Laboratory. English words! In his hideout. Let's just say his hideout. And when it also plays when you talk to him on the phone, and the ringtone. I also like that. They really fit well. I especially like Egad's theme because it's like it's the same theme as the first game, but it sounds similar enough, but it's also different enough that I really liked it. It's like the perfect balance of a remixed song in this case. But I also really like the remix of the theme with the phone when it rings, when the DS rings. Okay, so now that and the rest of the sound presentation is also good. It's not the sound effects and stuff. They work. They're not particularly good, but it's sound effects. Come on. Well, yeah, so much for the sound presentation. It works, but it's not the best thing in the game. Now we get to the gameplay itself. The gameplay itself. First, let's talk about the controls, how well the game works. Incredibly well. You are pretty limited in compared to, like, in movement, compared to, like, the platformers, of course. You move pretty slow, you can't jump, of course, but they still manage to make it very interesting nonetheless, and don't make you be like, I just want to be able to jump, or I just want to be able to move faster. There are some parts of the game where you really wish you could move faster, but other than that, yeah. I really like the solution to only having one analog stick, which is that new mechanic where you have to press A to catch a ghost faster, to suck up a ghost faster. And yes, that's really all there's to say about that. And also, yeah, the whole sucking thing worked, the whole blowing thing worked. And the flashlight, it all worked. It all worked pretty well. And I think if you like the first game's controls, you're gonna like this game's controls too. Except for maybe that there's only one analog stick, but they solved this well. I think it still works pretty well. Now let's get to, like, the other aspects of the gameplay, like how the game is structured. I like the mission thing a lot. Because, you know, I'm more like the person that likes linearity, but in the linearity there can be non-linearity. Like in Metroid Fusion, where you're always told where to go, but how to get there is up to you. And yeah, that's why I really like these missions. And also I felt that every single mission introduced at least one new thing that was interesting. I can't really explain it all that well, but I think you know what I mean when I say that. That no two levels feel alike. There is one thing where there's two things where this got a little annoying, where it got annoying that there's similar things, which is the dog missions, and also collectathons. They are sometimes, but those are still fun in themselves. It's just kind of annoying that there's sometimes more that they repeat. So also in every mission you unlock at least one new area in the area you were in. So that's good. It's not like you go through the same area over and over and just do several things, like say in Sonic and the Secret Rings, because that was bad. I haven't played that game, but I know what it's like watching that. It always varies. It doesn't really get stale. You don't wish that, oh my god, can't I just get out of this area and move on to the next? Yeah. The missions themselves. And yeah, now let's get to all the aspects of a mission. Catching ghosts works well. Like I said, the controls work well and stuff. There is a variety of ghosts, and yeah, it's pretty fun catching ghosts. But sometimes I have the feeling that two rooms which have ghosts in them are a little too far apart. There could be more emphasis on action here. It will also make the game a little longer, of course, which is good with this game, which would have been good with this game because it's great and it is a lot of fun. Facebook again. where was it at? Yeah, right. The ghost. That works well, and exploring also works well. And all the every time they introduce something new, there is not really anything new that you are just like, oh my god, this is so bad. They shouldn't have introduced this. I thought the teleporting thing was a little, that you could say, unoriginal. They managed to execute that teleporting thing well in the last area, but other than that, it just seemed a little unnecessary. Yes. Okay. Then there's also the jewels. I haven't gotten all of them, but I like collecting them. And there's also the boos. The boos, for me, were either easy to find, they're just on the way and I get them, and when they weren't easy to find, they were absolutely dickish. In one mission, like it's kind of like a spoiler what I'm gonna do now, but the boo is in the first room, and I didn't expect it there. I looked through the entire mission, I went on Google, looked it up, and it said in the first room. I was so pissed because it was pretty dickish, but I think that's also a little part of the whole thing, because you gotta be an explorer, you gotta think. It just was a little frustrating to me. I haven't got all of the boos. I'm just still missing one, but I haven't gone back to that mission to search it yet because I wanted to finish the game, because that was more important to me at that moment. Also, I haven't tried any of the boo missions out. The things, or whatever they are, what you get for collecting all the boos in one world. But yeah, getting them all is fun. I think it adds a little more. It adds replay value. This game has, to me, a shit ton of replay value because of the jewels and because of the boos and because of the ranks. I don't know what ranks do really yet, but yeah. Also, there's tons of other secrets. For getting money, you get new upgrades. I just wish there would have been a little more diversity to the upgrades. The upgrades are like, there are two kinds of upgrades, and then there's a last one, and that's it. After that, money does nothing, as far as I know. And that's just kind of sad, that money does nothing after that, and it's just sort of a waste of time to find all the secrets. I wish there would have been more to that, like, make the last upgrade a lot more money. You have to get a lot more money, because I managed to get the last upgrade way before I finished the game, the main story of the game, and I feel that shouldn't have happened so early. It wasn't like super early, but it still was early. Sorry, that was my camera randomly derping out on me. So where was I? Thought I was like, yeah, I said what I was at my conclusion. One thing I have to say, if you have played Luigi's Mansion, you are, I mean, it's different, okay? It's not like one of those games where it could say, if you enjoyed the first one, you're gonna enjoy this one. I'm just gonna say you're gonna enjoy it anyways, because it's a great game. But I realize that not every game is for everybody. I just love it to death, and if I have to give it a rating, it's probably gonna be like a 91 out of 100. Has some flaws, but it's still an amazing game. So I'll see you next time on some other video, maybe another thoughts video, maybe a let's play. Until then.